Beijing Capital Traffic, November 728 Sierra Papa is on final, runway 36 right. Beijing Capital Traffic, Air China 125, taxiing to runway 36 right. Beijing Capital Traffic, Air China 125 is taking off runway 36 right, departing east.
Corina 25 Papa Bravo Heavy. Descend and maintain 3000.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Hotel Lima 5922 Heavy.
Descend and maintain 3000. Corina 25 Papa Bravo Heavy.
Air China 125.
Contacting Seoul approach on 124.2, Air China 125. Seoul approach, Air China 125, with you at 16,600.
Turn right heading 340, descend and maintain 4000, Asiana 712 Super.
Scandinavian 020 Sierra Kilo Heavy, contact Incheon Tower on 118.2. Roger, Siberian 2034. All Nippon 224 Heavy, turn right heading 070.
Contacting Incheon Tower on 118.2, Scandinavian 020 Sierra Kilo Heavy.
Jeju Air 2216 Super, do not exceed 220 knots. Do not exceed 220 knots, Jeju Air 2216 Super. Korean Air 874, turn left heading 300, maintain 4000. Korean Air 627, turn left heading 300, maintain 5000.
Turn left heading 300, maintain 4000. Corina 874.
Turn right heading 070, all Nippon 224 Heavy.
Air China 125, requesting ILS approach runway 16 left at Incheon International.
Land Chile 789 Lima is 7 nautical miles southeast of Incheon International at 3,600 feet. Requesting flight following to Arturo Marino.
Korean Air 627, descend and maintain 4000.
Corina 238 Papa Romeo is 12 nautical miles west of Incheon International at 10,400 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 right at Incheon International.
Jeju Air 2216 Super, turn right heading 050. Turn right heading 050, Jeju Air 2216 Super. Korean Air 238 Papa Romeo, turn right heading 330, descend and maintain 6000. Descend and maintain 4000, Korean Air 627. Rex 2408, turn left heading 180. Turn left heading 180, Rex 2408. Lufthansa 1874 Super, contact Incheon Tower on 118.2. Korean Air 874, turn right heading 340.
Turn right heading 340. Corina 874.
Land Chile 789 Lima, proceed on course to Arturo Marino.
Proceed on course, Land Chile 789 Lima.
Land Chile 789 Lima, climb and maintain 6000.
Climb and maintain 6000, Land Chile 789 Lima.
Korean Air 874, turn right heading 070.
Turn right heading 070. Corina 874.
Rex 2408, turn left heading 010.
Seoul approach, all Nippon 628, with you at 10,900.
Asiana 712 Super, turn left heading 330. Turn left heading 330, Lion 004 Lima Golf. Air India 007, requesting climb to 8,500. Land Chile 789 Lima, altitude at your discretion. All Nippon 628. Seoul approach, Air China 125, with you at 12,300. Turn right heading 350, Korean Air 627.
November 921 Victor India is 11 nautical miles southeast of G510 at 30,000 feet. Requesting ILS approach runway 15 left at Incheon International.
Descend and maintain 4000, Rex 2408. Jeju Air 2216 Super, turn right heading 120, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 right approach. Turn right heading 120, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 right, Jeju Air 2216 Super. Korean Air 238 Papa Romeo, descend and maintain 4000. Korean Air 874, turn right heading 120, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 right approach.
Turn right heading 120, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 right, Corina 874.
Air China 125, radar contact. Air China 125 is 26 nautical miles west of Incheon International at 11,000 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Incheon International. Seoul approach, Air China 125, with you at 11,000.
Cathay 8888 Charlie Heavy is 4 nautical miles southwest of G510 at 17,000 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 15 left at Incheon International. Aero Mexico 063 Quebec Romeo Heavy, turn left heading 240.
Asiana 712 Super is 17 nautical miles west of Incheon International at 5,500 feet, requesting IELTS approach runway 16 right of Incheon International.
Lion 004 Lima Golf is 18 nautical miles west of Incheon International at 8,000 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Incheon International. Seoul approach, Victor Tango Kilo Romeo India Super, with you at 35,800. Descend and maintain 5,000, all Nippon 628.
Asiana 137 Sierra Quebec, contact Incheon Tower on 118.2.
Tiger 188 is 20 nautical miles north of Siazenab at 15,500 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Incheon International. Air China 126 Heavy is 3 nautical miles southeast of Incheon International at 2,800 feet, requesting flight following to Los Angeles.
Cathay 45.
Full approach, Corina 789 Kilo Romeo Super, with you at 17,300.
Asiana 712 Super, turn right heading 060.
Seoul approach, Victor Tango Kilo Romeo India Super, with you at 34,000.
Turn right heading 060, Asiana 712 Super.
Air China 126 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Korean Air 79 Oscar Yankee is 15 nautical miles west of Suwon at 6,900 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 right at Incheon International. Descend and maintain 3,000, Cathay 221 Heavy.
Lion 00 for Lima Golf, descend and maintain 5,000.
Siberian 2034 is 16 nautical miles. Air China 125 is 14 nautical miles west of Incheon International at 11,000 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Incheon International. All Nippon 628 is 3 nautical miles south of G107 at 5,300 feet, requesting visual approach runway 15 left at Incheon International.
Rex 2408, descend and maintain 2,000.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile flight.
Air China 125.
Contacting Seoul approach on 124.2, Air China 125. Contacting Seoul. Air China 125 is 14 nautical miles west of Incheon International at 11,000 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Incheon International. Seoul approach, Lion 004 Lima Golf, with you at 6,000. Siberian 2034 is 17 nautical miles west of Incheon International at 4,100 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 right at Incheon International.
Asiana 712 Super is 19 nautical miles northwest of Incheon International at 4,000 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 right of Incheon International.
Full approach, Corina 081, with you at 2,700.
Tiger 188 is 16 nautical miles south of Incheon International at 13,400 feet, requesting GPS approach runway 16 right at Incheon International.
Corina 79 Oscar Yankee, stand by.
Seoul approach, Victor Tango Kilo Romeo India Super, with you at 28,800.
One Admiral 619 Heavy, requesting climb to flight level 350.
Asiana 712 Super, turn right heading 120, descend. Air China 125.
Roger, Air China 125.
Lion 00 for Lima Golf, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 16 right at Incheon International. Cathay 458 Heavy, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 16 right at Incheon International.
Roger, Lion 004 Lima Golf.
Roger, Cathay 458 Heavy. Tiger 188, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 16 right at Incheon International. Corina 081, radar contact.
Roger, Tiger 188. Vietjet 860 is 19 nautical miles west of G505 at 24,700 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 left at Incheon International. 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey is 5 nautical miles southeast of Incheon International at 3,100 feet, flying VFR. Victor Tango Kilo Romeo India Super is 11 nautical miles southwest of G301 at 26,800 feet, requesting radar vectors to Incheon International.
Dynasty 160 Heavy is 15 nautical miles west of G505 at 28,000 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 right of Incheon International.
Siberian 2034, turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 3,000.
Turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 3,000, Siberian 2034.
Full approach, November 2012, with you at 1,300.
Air China 125.
Turn right heading 050, descend and maintain 4000, Air China 125.
Siberian 2034, turn right heading 130, descend and maintain 2000, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared Earls runway 16 right approach. Lion 00 for Lima Golf, turn left heading 160, maintain 5000.
Victor Tango Kilo Romeo India Super is 12 nautical miles east of Seoul Air Base at 23,500 feet, requesting radar vectors to Incheon International.
Royal Air Maroc 619 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Turn left heading 160, maintain 5000, Lion 004 Lima Golf.
7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey, roger, proceed on course.
Frequency change approved. Royal Air Maroc 619 Heavy, good day.
Proceed on course, 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey.
Asiana 712 Super, contact Incheon Tower on 118.2.
Turn right heading 130, descend and maintain 2000, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 right, Siberian 2034.
November 2012 is 6 nautical miles southeast of Incheon International at 3,800 feet, requesting visual approach runway 24 left of Los Angeles.
Seoul approach, Corina 36, with you at 14,700. Cathay 458 Heavy, turn left heading 340, descend and maintain 5000. November 2012, unable to provide services to this airport at the moment. Proceed on course. Turn left heading 340, descend and maintain 5000. Cathay 458 Heavy. Dynasty 160, Air China 125.
Turn right heading 130, descend and maintain 4000, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 right, Air China 125.
Cathay 458 Heavy, turn right heading 060. Turn right heading 060, Cathay 458 Heavy.
Roger, Vietjet 860.
Corina 79 Oscar Yankee, turn right heading 330, maintain 5000.
Turn right heading 330, maintain 5000, Korean Air 79 Oscar Yankee.
Siberian 2, Air China 125, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Cathay 458 Heavy, reduce speed to 200.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Air China 125.
Seoul approach, Corina 417 Heavy, with you at 1500. Corina 79 Oscar Yankee, descend and maintain 3000. Tiger 188, turn right heading 060, descend and maintain 4000. Corina 417 Heavy, radar contact.
Turn right heading 060, descend and maintain 4000, Tiger 188.
Dynasty 160 Heavy, turn left heading 280, descend and maintain 12,000. Airbusan 8547, climb and maintain 11,000.
Descend and maintain 3000, Korean Air 79 Oscar Yankee.
Vietjet 860, descend and maintain 13,000.
Turn left heading 280, descend and maintain 12,000, Dynasty 160 Heavy.
Climb and maintain 11,000, Airbusan 8547.
Cathay 458 Heavy, turn right heading 130, descend and maintain 4000, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared Earls runway 16 right approach. Siberian 2034, contact Incheon Tower on 118.2.
Contacting Incheon Tower on 118.2, Siberian 2034.
Lion 00 for Lima Golf, I'm sorry.
Descend and maintain 13,000, Vietjet 860.
Dynasty 160 Heavy, please expedite altitude change.
Stand by, Dynasty 160 Heavy. Dynasty 160 Heavy, disregard last message.
Cathay 458 Heavy, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Cathay 458 Heavy. Air China 125, contact Incheon Tower on 118.
Contacting Incheon Tower on 118.2, Air China 125.
Cathay 458 Heavy, descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared Earls runway 16 right approach.
Thank you, good day, Vietnam Airlines 773. Asiana 712 Super, when able turn left, hold short runway 16 left. Aero Mexico 063 Quebec Romeo Heavy, cross runway 15 right. Crossing runway 15 right, Aero Mexico 063 Quebec Romeo Heavy.
Wilco, Asiana 712 Super.
All Nippon 628, when able turn right, hold short. Air China 125, wind 100 at 3, number 2, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Number 2, clear to land, runway 15 left, Coriner 412 heavy.
Aero Mexico 063 Quebec Romeo Heavy, contact Incheon ground on 121.75. Contacting Incheon ground on 121.75, Aero Mexico 063 Quebec Romeo Heavy. All Nippon 628, please expedite. Cathay 221 Heavy, contact Incheon ground on 121. Number 2, clear to land, runway 16 right, Air China 125.
Incheon Tower, Cathay 458 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 16 right with information echo.
Cathay 458 Heavy, wind 100 at 3, number 3, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 16 right, Cathay 458 Heavy.
All Nippon 628, request frequency change.
Asiana 712 Super, request permission to cross runway 16 left.
All Nippon 628, cross runway 15 right. Asiana 712 Super, cross runway 16 left.
Crossing runway 16 left, Asiana 712 Super.
Air France 1672, is on right base runway 15 right.
Incheon Tower, Corina 64 Kilo Oscar Heavy, ready for departure at runway 16 left, departing east.
Korean Air 64 Kilo Oscar Heavy, line up and wait runway 16 left.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, Corina 64 Kilo Oscar Heavy.
Korean Air 518, when able turn right, hold short runway 15 right.
Wilco, Coriner 518.
Asiana 712 Super, request frequency change.
Siberian 2034, when able turn left, hold short runway 16. Wilco, Siberian 2034. Asiana 712 Super, contact Incheon ground on 121.75.
Contacting Incheon ground on 121.75, Asiana 712 Super.
Crossing runway 15 right, all Nippon 628.
Siberian 2034, cross runway 16 left.
All Nippon 628, request frequency change.
Crossing runway 16 left, Siberian 2034. All Nippon 628, stay on my frequency.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
I'm sorry,
10.
all Nippon 628.
Siberian 2034, contact Incheon ground on 121.75. Contacting Incheon ground on 121.75, Siberian 2034. All Nippon 628, cross runway 15 right, please expedite. Wilco, Air China 125. All Nippon 628, contact Incheon ground on 121.75.
Contacting Incheon ground on 121.75, all Nippon 628.
Korean Air 518, cross runway 15 right.
Crossing runway 15 right, Coriner 518.
Incheon Tower, Korean Air 79 Oscar Yankee, inbound on the ILS runway 16 right. Korean Air 79 Oscar Yankee, wind 100 at 3, number 2, runway 16 right, clear to land. Number 2, clear to land, runway 16 right, Korean Air 79 Oscar Yankee.
Coriner 518, request frequency change.
Incheon Tower, November 921 Victor India 7 nautical miles to the northwest at 2,000 feet, inbound for landing.
Korean Air 518, contact Incheon ground on 121.75.
Contacting Incheon ground on 121.75, Coriner 518.
November 921 Victor India, wind 100 at 3, number 1, runway 15 left, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 15 left, November 921 Victor India.
Cathay 458 heavy, when able turn left, hold short runway 16 left.
Wilco, Cathay 458 heavy.
Korean 412 heavy, request permission to cross runway 15 right. Korean Air 412 heavy, cross runway 15 right. Crossing runway 15 right, Korean Air 412 heavy. Korean Air 64 Kilo Oscar heavy, contact Seoul approach on 124.2. Incheon Tower, Tiger 188 is 8 nautical miles to the northwest at 3,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 16 right. Tiger 188, wind 100 at 3, number 2, runway 16 right, cleared to land. Cathay 458 heavy, cross runway 16 left.
Crossing runway 16 left, Cathay 458 heavy.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 16 right, Tiger 188. Incheon Tower, China Eastern 3323, ready for departure at runway 15 right, departing straight out. China Eastern 3323, line up and wait runway 15 right.
Incheon Tower, Pakistan 512, ready for departure at runway 16 left, departing north.
Line up and wait runway 15 right, China Eastern 3323. Incheon Tower, Lion 004 Lima Gulf is 11 nautical miles to the northwest at 3,000 feet, inbound for landing. Pakistan 512, line up and wait runway 16 left. Lion 004 Lima Gulf, wind 100 at 3, number 2, runway 16 right, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 16 right, Lion 004 Lima Gulf. Korean Air 79 Oscar Yankee, when able turn left, hold short runway 16 left.
Incheon Tower.
Air China 125, request permission to cross runway 16 left. Wilco, Korean Air 7, Air China 125, crossing runway 16 left, Air China 125. China Eastern 3323, wind 100 at 3, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff, fly runway heading until at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared for takeoff, runway 15 right, China Eastern 3323. November 921 Victor India, when able turn right, hold short runway 15 right, please expedite. Air China 12, contacting Incheon ground on 121.75, Air China 125. Incheon ground, Air China 125, request taxi to gate 48 at the Terminal 1. Korean Air 79 Oscar Yankee, request permission to cross runway 16 left. Left on the next taxiway, KLM 081 heavy.
All Nippon 628, hold position.
Incheon ground, All Nippon 67, ready for pushback with information Foxtrot. Holding position, All Nippon 628.
All Nippon 0508, hold position. Air China 125, taxi to Terminal 1 Gate 48 via Sierra.
Taxiing to Terminal 1 Gate 48 via Sierra, November, Romeo 5, Air China 125.
Korean 412 heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Korean 412 heavy.
Sichuan 666, contact Incheon Tower on 118.2. All Nippon 628, continue taxi.
Contacting Incheon Tower on 118.2, Sichuan 666. Continue taxi, All Nippon 628. Incheon ground, All Nippon 0508, ready to taxi.
Incheon ground, Virgin 8 heavy, ready for pushback with information Foxtrot. All Nippon 0508, taxi to runway 16 left, contact Tower 1 ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 left, All Nippon 0508.
Virgin 8 heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Virgin 8 heavy. Emirates 777 Super, hold position.
Inch on ground, all Nippon 67, ready for pushback with information Foxtrot. Holding position, Emirates 777 Super. Thank you, good day, Courier 518.
All Nippon 67, pushback approved, tail to the east.
Pushback approved, tail to the east, all Nippon 67.
Emirates 777 Super, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Emirates 777 Super.
Courier 79 Oscar Yankee, you're on an active airport, please contact engine ground on 121.75.
Inch on ground, all Nippon 816, ready for pushback with information Foxtrot, requesting runway 16 left.
All Nippon 816, pushback approved, tail to the south.
Inch on ground, Air Peach 710, ready for pushback with information Foxtrot.
Pushback approved, tail to the south, all Nippon 816.
Air Peach 710, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Inch on ground, Korean Air 79 Oscar Yankee, request taxi to gate 110 at the concourse.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Air Peach 710.
Courier 79 Oscar Yankee, taxi to concourse gate 110 via Whiskey, November, Mike 10, Romeo 4, Romeo Minor.
Taxiing to concourse gate 110 via Whiskey, November, Mike 10, Romeo 4, Romeo Niner, Korean Air 79 Oscar Yankee.
Inch on ground, land Chile 268 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16 left with information Foxtrot.
KLM 081 Heavy, contact engine tower on 118.2.
Inch on ground, Tiger 188, request taxi to stand 641 at the cargo apron 2. Contacting Inch on tower on 118.2, KLM 081 Heavy.
Land Chile 268 Heavy, taxi to runway 16 left, contact tower 1 ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 left, land Chile 268 Heavy.
Tiger 188, taxi to cargo apron 2 stand 641, hold short of 1634. Tiger 188, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Tiger 188. Continue taxi, Korean Air 79 Oscar Yankee.
Lion 004 Lima Golf, you're on an active airport, please contact engine ground on 121.75.
Inch on ground,